In the heart of the Philippines, where mountains kiss the clouds, lies a wonder carved by human hands, the Banaue Rice Terraces. More than 2,000 years old, they rise like emerald stairways from the depths of the valley to the heavens above. Here, time slows. The mist rolls gently over the terraces at dawn, and each drop of water glimmers like liquid gold. The Ifugao people call this place Stairways, built stone by stone, layer by layer. The terraces are not only a masterpiece of engineering, but a living prayer to the earth itself. Long before there were cities or machines, the Ifugao people lived in harmony with these lands. They learned to listen to the mountain stew, feel the pulse of the rain, the rhythm of the wind. Each terrace reflects not just skill, but spirit. They built irrigation systems that flow like veins across the slopes, drawing water from the forests above. And in every harvest, they gave thanks for rice, for rain, for life. To the Ifugao, rice is sacred. It is not just food, it is the soul of the people. This isn't just history frozen in time. The Banaue Rice Terraces are a living, breathing agricultural system, a testament to human ingenuity and a deep connection with nature, often called the eighth wonder of the world. These terraces span across the mountainsides, creating a landscape that is both breathtakingly beautiful and intensely practical. The Ifugao, with no modern tools, sculpted these mountains into productive farmland, a feat that continues to astonish engineers and artists alike. Imagine standing here. To millennia ago, the air is crisp. The only sounds are the whispers of the wind and the songs of birds. The work is hard, a daily battle against gravity and erosion. Every stone wall is placed by hand, every contour of the land carefully considered. This wasn't a project with a start and end date. It was an intergenerational promise, a promise to feed their children and their children's children. This is the legacy etched into the very soil. The secret to their success lies in a complex and sustainable irrigation system. It's a network of channels and aqueducts, drawing water from the misty rainforests at the mountain peaks. This water, rich with nutrients, cascades down through the terraces, nourishing the rice paddies at each level. It's a system so perfectly designed that it has functioned for centuries, a beautiful dance of gravity and hydrology. Nothing is wasted. The water flows from the highest terrace to the lowest, a continuous cycle that mirrors the cycle of life itself. But what makes this place truly special is the culture that built it. The Ifugao traditions are woven into the very fabric of the terraces. Their lives revolve around the planting and harvesting seasons, marked by intricate rituals and communal celebrations. These aren't just farming techniques, they are sacred ceremonies. Before planting, they perform rituals to ask for the blessing of the rice gods. During the harvest, the community comes together in a celebration of abundance, a festival of gratitude. The rice they cultivate, known as asterisk, Tinawan asterisk, is an heirloom variety, perfectly adapted to this heel-toed environment. It's more than just a crop. It's a cultural artifact. Each grain carries the stories of their ancestors, the sweat of their labor, and the hopes for the future. The taste of this rice is said to be unique, imbued with the character of the mountains themselves. Life here is a delicate balance. The Ifugao understand that the health of the terraces depends on the health of the entire ecosystem. The forests above are sacred, protected because they are the source of the water that gives life to the fields. This holistic view, this understanding that everything is interconnected, is a lesson that the modern world is only just beginning to learn. They are the original guardians of sustainability. As you walk along the narrow paths that snake between the paddies, you feel a sense of profound peace. The sheer scale of the terraces is humbling. From below, they look like a giant staircase. From above, they form a mesmerizing pattern of greens and browns, reflecting the sky like a shattered mirror. Each plot is a different shade, depending on the stage of the rice, from the vibrant green of new shoots to the golden hue of a mature harvest. The villages, or asterisk barangays asterisk, are nestled within the folds of the mountains. Traditional Ifugao houses, known as asterisk bale, asterisk, are single-room, wooden structures elevated on stilts, with a distinctive pyramidal roof. These homes are architectural marvels in their own right, designed to withstand the elements and foster a close-knit community life. Here, stories are passed down orally, from grandparent to grandchild, ensuring that the ancient knowledge is never lost. However, this ancient wonder faces modern challenges. Climate change brings more extreme weather, threatening the stability of the stone walls. Younger generations are often drawn to cities, leaving fewer hands to tend to the labor-intensive fields. The delicate balance that has been maintained for centuries is now at risk. Erosion, caused by both natural and human factors, is a constant threat. But there is hope. The spirit of the Ifugao people is resilient. Efforts are underway to preserve this UNESCO World Heritage Site, not as a museum piece, but as a living cultural landscape. Conservation groups and the local community are working together to repair the damaged terraces and pass on traditional farming knowledge to the youth. Tourism, when managed responsibly, can also provide a vital source of income, giving the local people a powerful incentive to protect their heritage. When you visit, you're not just a tourist, you're a witness to a tradition of resilience, community, and harmony with nature. By choosing local guides, staying in community-run guest houses, and buying traditional crafts, you can contribute directly to the preservation of this incredible place. It's about traveling with respect, with an open heart and a curious mind. Imagine waking up to the sight of the sun rising over the terraces, its first rays cutting through the morning mist. You can hear the sounds of the village coming to life, the crow of a rooster, the distant chatter of children, the gentle flow of water. It's a sensory experience that connects you to something ancient and profound. It's a reminder that we are all part of a larger story, a story of human connection to the land. The Banaue Rice Terraces are more than just a beautiful landscape. They are a library of human knowledge, a masterpiece of sustainable agriculture, and a symbol of a culture's unbreakable spirit. They teach us that with ingenuity, cooperation, and a deep respect for the earth, humanity can achieve the extraordinary. They are a stairway, not just to the sky, but to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. They are a message from the past, a treasure for the present, and a legacy we must protect for the future. These aren't just fields. They are a masterpiece of ancient engineering, a testament to a people's enduring spirit, and a story etched into the very bones of the Cordillera Mountains. Today, we're not just looking at a view. We're stepping into a world that has thrived for millennia, a world built on harmony, tradition, and a deep, sacred connection to the land. Long before the hum of cities and the clatter of machines filled the world, the Ifugao people found their home here, nestled in these rugged highlands. Their lives were an intimate dance with nature. They didn't seek to conquer the mountains. They learned to listen to them. They felt the rhythm of the seasons in their bones, understood the language of the wind as it whispered through the pine forests, and knew the pulse of the rain as it nourished the earth. This profound understanding is what allowed them to create something so monumental, yet so perfectly in tune with its surroundings. Each terrace you see isn't just a display of incredible agricultural skill. It's a reflection of a deep, spiritual connection to the world around them. It's a physical manifestation of respect, of a promise made between a people and their environment. Imagine the ingenuity it took. The Ifugao built sophisticated irrigation systems that are still marveled at today. These channels, flowing like the veins of a giant, draw life-giving water from the misty cloud forests high above, guiding it down from one terrace to the next with remarkable precision. This system is entirely gravity-fed, a sustainable model of water management that has worked flawlessly for centuries. It represents a collective knowledge passed down through generations, and with every harvest, with every grain of rice collected, a profound sense of gratitude fills the air. They give thanks for the rice that sustains them, for the rain that quenches the earth's thirst, and for the continuity of life itself. For the Ifugao, rice is more than just a staple food. It is sacred. It is the very soul of the people, the thread that weaves their past, present, and future together. The exact birth date of these terraces is shrouded in the mists of time, lost to history but alive in folklore. When was the very first stone laid? When was the first wall of earth packed into place? Archaeologists and historians debate the timeline. Some theories suggest the terraces are around 2,000 years old, a contemporary of the Roman Empire. But other studies, and the oral traditions of the Ifugao themselves hinted a much deeper past, suggesting they could be even older, as ancient as the myths that permeate this land. The truth is, we may never know the precise date, and perhaps that's part of their magic. Their origins are as much a part of legend as they are of history. Ifugao legends are rich with stories of their creation. They speak of ancestors who were not mere mortals, but heroes. Guided by benevolent spirits, these ancestors, it is said, possessed the strength and wisdom to shape the mountains themselves, using nothing more than their bare hands, wooden spades, and simple bamboo tools. The stories tell of how the gods looked down upon the Ifugao and, seeing their resilience and spirit, bestowed upon them this incredible gift. The terraces were carved, they say, in a place where heaven and earth meet, a sacred space where the divine and the human could coexist. Each wall, meticulously built, stone by stone, holds these stories. Each patch of earth holds the memories of countless generations who have toiled, celebrated, and lived upon it. It's crucial to understand that these are not ancient ruins or relics of a forgotten past. The Banaue and other Ifugao terraces are living, breathing monuments. They are still actively farmed today, using the same ancestral techniques that have been perfected over centuries. They change with the seasons, from the mirrored pools of the planting season that reflect the sky, to the vibrant, almost fluorescent green of the growing rice, to the golden hues of the harvest. The terraces breathe with every planting cycle, with every harvest brought in. They are a dynamic, ever-evolving landscape that continues to sustain the community that created it. They are a living library of indigenous knowledge and a powerful symbol of cultural continuity. For the Ifugao people, farming is not a chore. It is an act of worship, a sacred duty. The entire agricultural cycle is interwoven with intricate rituals that honor the land, the ancestors, and the spirits. Every planting season begins not with a plow, but with a prayer. The community gathers for ceremonies filled with songs passed down through countless generations, dances that mimic the rhythms of nature, and offerings made to the Bulao. These carved wooden figures are believed to be guardians of the rice, powerful spirits that ensure a bountiful harvest. They are treated with immense respect, housed in the granaries, and brought out for these important ceremonies. During the planting, you might hear the men chanting ancient prayers, their voices echoing across the valleys, invoking blessings from the spirits. At the same time, the women, with a grace and efficiency born of lifelong practice, plant the delicate rice seedlings in perfect, rhythmic lines. It's a beautiful choreography of human effort and spiritual devotion. This harmony between the spiritual and the physical is the cornerstone of their existence. And when the rice grows tall and heavy with grain, the entire village erupts in celebration. The Harvest Festival is a time of immense joy and community bonding. The air fills with a deep, resonant sound of gongs and drums, the sweet, earthy aroma of freshly brewed rice wine, and the sound of laughter that cascades down the terraces. It's a celebration of their hard work, a thanksgiving for the blessings of the harvest, and a reaffirmation of their cultural identity. These rituals are as old and as integral to the landscape as the stone walls of the terraces themselves. They represent an unbreakable bond between the people, the natural world they inhabit, and the unseen spiritual realm that guides them. At the heart of Ifugao culture is this profound belief in a world animated by spirits. They believe that spirits reside in the trees, the rivers, the stones, and, most importantly, in the rice itself. This animistic worldview shapes their every action and fosters a deep sense of respect for the environment. They don't see themselves as owners of the land, but as its custodians, entrusted with its care for future generations. This is a concept we now call sustainability. But for the Ifugao, it has simply been a way of life for thousands of years. Their intricate knowledge of the local ecosystem moche plants have medicinal properties. Which woods are best for building? How to read the signs of the weather is a form of science, passed down orally from elder to child. But this ancient way of life is facing modern challenges. The younger generations are increasingly drawn to cities in search of education and economic opportunities, leaving fewer hands to perform the labor-intensive work of maintaining the terraces. The delicate balance of the ecosystem is also threatened by climate change, which brings more erratic weather patterns, and by the introduction of faster-growing but less resilient commercial rice varieties. The intricate irrigation systems require constant upkeep, and without a full community to maintain them. Some sections are falling into disrepair. The very soul of the Ifugao, tied so closely to the rice in the terraces, is facing an uncertain future. However, there is hope. The Ifugao people are incredibly resilient. There is a growing movement, both within the community and with the help of outside organizations, to preserve this incredible heritage. Efforts are underway to document the traditional knowledge of the elders, to promote sustainable tourism that directly benefits the community, and to create programs that encourage young Ifugao to see the value and pride in their ancestral traditions. They are finding innovative ways to blend the old with the new, ensuring that their culture doesn't just survive, but continues to thrive. These terraces are more than a tourist destination. They are a classroom for the world, teaching us vital lessons about sustainability, community, and living in harmony with our planet. They remind us that the most advanced technology is not always electronic, but can be found in the timeless wisdom of a people who know their land. As you look upon these green and golden steps climbing towards the heavens, remember the story they tell. It's a story of human ingenuity, of a community working together to achieve the impossible. It's a story of spiritual devotion, of a people who farm not just with their hands, but with their hearts and souls. And it's a story of resilience, of a culture that has withstood the tests of time and continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who witness it. The Banaue Rice Terraces are a gift, not just from the gods to the Ifugao, but from the Ifugao to all of humanity, a reminder of what we can achieve when we work with nature, not against it. A living wonder stands carved into the very earth itself. These aren't just fields. They are a masterpiece of human ingenuity, a testament to a culture that has lived in harmony with nature for 2 millennia. But their story is far more profound than any title could capture. It's a story of spirit, water, and stone, a narrative written not with ink, but with the hands and hearts of the Ifugao people. Today, we journey into this breathtaking landscape to uncover the sacred rituals, the intricate engineering, and the deep wisdom that have sustained these terraces for thousands of years. This isn't just a tour of a beautiful place. It's an exploration of a way of life, a philosophy etched into the mountainside. For the Ifugao, farming is not just work, it is worship. Every single step, from planting to harvest, is steeped in a sacred connection to the land and the cosmos. The entire agricultural cycle is a living prayer, a continuous dialogue with the spirits that govern the world. Imagine this. Before a single seedling touches the soil, the community gathers. The air fills with the deep, resonant hum of ancient chants, prayers passed down through countless generations. These aren't just words, they are invocations, calling upon the spirits of the ancestors and the guardians of the earth to bless the coming season. Central to these rituals is the bulal, a carved wooden figure believed to house the spirits of the rice guardians. The bulal is treated not as an idol, but as a vessel for a powerful, protective force. It is bathed in the blood of sacrificial animals and offered the finest rice wine, all to ensure its goodwill and to ask for a bountiful harvest. The entire village participates. The men, led by a mumbaki, or native priest, lead the solemn prayers, their voices echoing the rhythm of the mountains. Meanwhile, the women, with a grace and precision born of ancient practice, begin planting the delicate rice seedlings. They move in perfect unison, their hands dipping into the muddy water, creating a synchronized dance that transforms the empty paddies into a vibrant green carpet. It is a spectacle of profound community and spiritual devotion. As the rice begins to grow, the rituals continue. There are ceremonies to ward off pests, to call for the right amount of rain, and to celebrate the maturing stalks. And when the rice finally grows tall and heavy with grain, a palpable joy sweeps through the valley. The harvest isn't just a time of labor, it's a festival of life. The sound of gongs and drums reverberates from one terrace to the next, a percussive heartbeat celebrating the earth's generosity. Villagers share stories, dance traditional dances, and partake in rice wine. Its sweet warmth, a symbol of the community's collective effort and shared blessings. The laughter of children and the camaraderie of neighbors echo through the valley, a powerful affirmation of their interconnectedness. These rituals, as old as the terraces themselves, are the invisible threads that weave the Ifugao people, their environment, and the unseen spiritual world into a single, resilient tapestry. They are the soul of the terraces. Water is the lifeblood of Banaue. It is the very pulse that animates this colossal green amphitheater. The journey of this water is a story of incredible design and deep ecological understanding. It all begins high above the terraces, in the dense, cloud-kissed mountain forests known as the Myong. These forests are not just collections of trees, they are sacred groves, meticulously managed by the Ifugao for centuries. They act as giant natural sponges, capturing rainwater and mist, and holding it within the earth. From these verdant watersheds, the water begins its slow, deliberate descent. It trickles out into a complex network of canals, some carved directly into the mountainside, others lined with carefully placed stones. This intricate irrigation system is a marvel of gravity-fed engineering. With a Hentler-precise gradient, it guides the water from the highest terrace to the lowest, ensuring that every single paddy receives its fair share. There are no pumps, no modern machinery, only an intimate knowledge of topography and the flow of water. As the water cascades from one level to the next, it creates a breathtaking spectacle. Each terrace becomes a mirror, reflecting the vast sky above. On a clear day, the paddies are a brilliant blue, mirroring the heavens. At sunrise, they blush with pink and orange, but it is at sunset that the true magic unfolds. As the sun dips below the horizon, the water-filled terraces catch the last rays of light, glowing in mesmerizing shades of gold, amber, and fiery crimson. They transform into a stairway of liquid light, appearing as if they are steps leading from the earth to another world, a realm of gods and spirits. This daily transformation is a reminder of the profound connection between the elements. The sky above, the water below, and the vibrant life that flourishes in between. The Ifugao know that without this water, the terraces would crack, crumble, and die. And so, they protect the forests with fierce devotion, for they understand a fundamental truth. The forest is the mother of the fields. What truly elevates the Banaue Rice Terraces to the status of a world wonder is not just their staggering beauty, but their perfect, self-sustaining balance. This is an architectural masterpiece, built entirely by hand, without the aid of iron tools, modern machinery, or formal blueprints. The knowledge required to build and maintain them was passed down not in schools or books, but from parent to child, through oral tradition and hands-on practice for over 2,000 years. It represents an accumulation of ancestral wisdom. The primary building blocks are the stone walls, or toping. These are not solid, impenetrable barriers like modern concrete walls. They are constructed using a technique called dry stone walling, where stones are carefully selected and fitted together without any mortar. This ingenious design allows the walls to be permeable. They hold back the earth and water required for cultivation, but they also allow excess water to seep through, preventing pressure buildup and erosion. The walls literally breathe with the mountain. This flexibility is what has allowed them to withstand centuries of typhoons and earthquakes. The irrigation channels are another testament to this ecological engineering. They are designed with such precision that they rarely flood during heavy rains, nor do they run dry during periods of drought. The system is a delicate dance of sluices, bamboo pipes, and small dams that community members constantly monitor and maintain. If one section gets too much water, a simple adjustment can divert the flow. It's a dynamic, responsive system managed by the collective. This is not architecture dictated by a single ruler or a grand designer. It is architecture guided by the earth itself, by the rhythms of the seasons, and by the collective wisdom of a people who learn to listen to the mountain. It is a perfect harmony between human ambition and the laws of nature. Today, this ancient wonder faces modern challenges. The allure of city life has drawn many young Ifugao away from their ancestral lands, leaving fewer hands to tend to the demanding work of terrace farming. The delicate balance of the ecosystem is also threatened by climate change, which brings more extreme and unpredictable weather patterns. And as tourism grows, there is a risk that the authenticity of the culture could be diluted turning sacred traditions into mere performances. But the spirit of the Ifugao is resilient. There is a growing movement, both within the community and with the help of outside organizations, to preserve this incredible heritage. Younger generations are being encouraged to rediscover the value of their ancestral traditions, learning the ancient chants and the intricate techniques of terrace maintenance. Sustainable tourism initiatives are being developed to ensure that visitors can experience the beauty of Banaue without harming the environment or the culture. These programs aim to provide economic opportunities that are rooted in cultural preservation, not exploitation. The story of the Banaue Rice Terraces is a powerful message for our time. It teaches us that human beings can create things of monumental beauty and scale, not by conquering nature, but by cooperating with it. It shows us that the deepest wisdom is often found in ancient traditions, and that a community, united by a shared purpose, can achieve the impossible. The terraces are more than just a relic of the past. They are a living classroom, a blueprint for a more sustainable and harmonious future. They remind us that our survival is tied to the health of our planet, and that the most enduring structures are built, not just with stone, but with respect, community, and spirit. Have you ever heard a landscape sing? Not just the birds or the wind, but the very land itself. High in the Cordillera Mountains of the Philippines, there's a place where the earth has a voice. This is Banaue, home to the Ifugao people and their magnificent hand-carved rice terraces. Today, we're not just looking at a view, we're listening to a story etched into the mountainside for over 2,000 years. Imagine a world without machinery, a time when hands and hearts were the only tools. The Ifugao people sculpted these mountains, step by step, creating a stairway to the sky. It wasn't just about farming, it was an act of creation, a testament to human will and ingenuity. Each terrace is a masterpiece of engineering, irrigated by ancient streams and springs, a system so perfect it has sustained generations. This isn't just agriculture, it's a living work of art. The story of the terraces is also the story of rice. To the Ifugao, rice is more than food. It's a sacred gift, a connection to their ancestors and their deities. The planting and harvesting cycle is a deeply spiritual ritual, marked by ceremonies and chants that honor the spirits of the land. They say the rice has a soul, and it must be nurtured with respect and love. This relationship between the people and their crop is the lifeblood of their culture. As you walk along the narrow paths of the terraces, you'll feel a sense of profound peace. The world seems to slow down here. The air is clean, the views are breathtaking, and the only sounds are the gentle flow of water and the rustle of the wind. It is a place that reminds you of what is truly important: our connection to nature, to our history, and to each other. But this incredible heritage faces an uncertain future. The modern world calls, and many young Ifugao are drawn to the cities in search of new opportunities. As the older generation ages, who will tend to the terraces? The intricate irrigation systems need constant maintenance. The stone walls need repair. Without dedicated hands, these wonders could slowly erode, washed away by time and neglect. Each village in Ifugao has its own songs. They are slow chants that tell the story of the people. They sing of the first rice, the first rain, the first love. These melodies echo across the valleys, carried by the wind, fading into the mountains. To listen is to travel back through time, to hear the very heartbeat of a civilization older than many empires we read about in history books. Today, fewer young people live in these mountains. Many move to cities, leaving the terraces behind. But the elders remain, the guardians of tradition. They still wake before dawn, planting, weeding, and harvesting, just as their ancestors did for centuries. They have a saying: if the terraces die, the spirit of the Ifugao will fade. And so, they teach the next generation to love the land, to honor the rice, and to remember who they are. In 1995, the Banaue Rice Terraces were declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This wasn't just recognition for a beautiful landscape, but for a living cultural treasure. Yet, the true value of Banaue can't be measured in titles or tourism dollars. It is a living harmony between humans and nature, a powerful message to our modern world that progress and tradition can, and must, coexist. Walk through Banaue, and you will feel the earth speak. You'll hear the sound of water trickling through ancient channels. You'll notice the low hum of insects. You'll listen to the whisper of the wind as it moves through the stalks of rice. Each sound tells a story of patience, of resilience, and of a beauty that is born from balance. Here, nature isn't a force to be conquered. It's a partner to be understood. And in that understanding lies a secret to our own survival. So, what can we do? We can support the communities that preserve this heritage. We can travel responsibly, ensuring that our presence helps rather than harms. We can learn from the Ifugao, from their sustainable practices and their deep respect for the environment. Their story is a reminder that our own future depends on finding a balance with the natural world. The Banaue Rice Terraces are more than just a tourist destination. They are a classroom, a temple, and a warning. They teach us about the incredible potential of human creativity when it works in concert with nature. They stand as a spiritual monument to a culture that has thrived for millennia, and they warn us of what we stand to lose if we forget our roots and our responsibility to the planet. This is a living legacy, a story that is still being written. The future of the terraces depends on a new generation of guardians, both from the Ifugao people and from a global community that values this irreplaceable treasure. Let's be part of that story. Let us ensure that the songs of the Ifugao continue to echo through these mountains for generations to come. Not in words, but in a language far older, a language of stone, water, and sky. We're journeying to the Banaue Rice Terraces, the eighth wonder of the world, to listen to the language of the earth. Imagine this. You're walking along a narrow path, a thread woven into a tapestry of green. To one side, a sheer drop reveals terrace after terrace, like giant steps leading up to the heavens. To the other, a wall of earth and stone, meticulously placed by hands centuries ago. Close your eyes for a moment. What do you hear? It's not silence, it's a symphony. First, there's the sound of water. It's the lifeblood of this place, a constant, hintly murmur. It trickles down from the misty rainforests high above, channeled through an intricate network of bamboo pipes and canals, an ancient irrigation system that is a marvel of engineering. This water flows from the highest terrace to the lowest, a gift shared by the community, a lesson in flow and interconnectedness. Each gurgle, each splash, is a note in the song of survival, a testament to the ingenuity of the Ifugao, people who built this masterpiece with their bare hands. The buzz of insects, a chorus of a million tiny lives thriving in this rich ecosystem. Dragonflies with iridescent wings dance over the flooded paddies, their reflections shimmering on the water's surface. Birds call out from the surrounding forests, their melodies echoing across the valleys. This isn't just background noise, it's the pulse of a world in perfect harmony. It's the sound of life itself, unabated and untamed. And then there's the whisper of the wind. It rustles through the stalks of young rice, a sound like a gentle sigh. It carries the scent of damp earth, of green shoots reaching for the sun, of distant wood smoke. From a small village nestled in the folds of the mountain, this wind has seen generations of farmers plant, tend, and harvest. It has carried their prayers, their songs, their stories. Each gust tells a tale of patience, of waiting for the grains to ripen under the tropical sun. It speaks of resilience, of terraces that have withstood typhoons and the passage of time. It whispers of a beauty born not from force, but from a deep, profound balance. Here in Banaue, you quickly realize that nature isn't something to be conquered or dominated. It is something to be understood, to be partnered with. The Ifugao people didn't see the mountains as an obstacle. They saw them as a canvas. They listened to the rhythms of the seasons, the flow of the water, and the needs of the soil. They learned the mountain's secrets and, in doing so, created a sustainable agricultural system that has fed their people for 2,000 years. In this intimate understanding, in this collaborative dance between human hands and the wild heart of the land lies a powerful lesson for all of us, a secret to our own survival in a world that has often forgotten how to listen. As the sun begins its descent, the entire landscape transforms. The harsh light of midday softens into a warm, golden glow. The terraces, filled with water, become mirrors, reflecting the fiery colors of the sky. The greens become deeper, richer, and the world seems to pause, holding its breath in the face of such breathtaking beauty. This is the magic hour in Banaue, a time when the physical and the spiritual worlds feel impossibly close. As dusk deepens, the first stars begin to appear, scattered like diamonds on a canvas of indigo. Down in the small villages that cling to the mountainsides, lanterns and small lights begin to flicker to life. They look like fallen stars, creating a gentle, man-made constellation that mirrors the one above. The air cools, carrying with it a sense of peace, a feeling that the world is finally breathing out after a long day. The symphony of the Datha water. The insect softens into a lullaby. Somewhere in the quiet of the evening, an elder, a Mombaki, perhaps, pours a small cup of bea, a traditional rice wine, onto the earth. It's a simple, humble gesture, an offering to the spirits of the ancestors and the guardians of the mountain. It's a quiet thank you for the day's blessings, for the water that flowed, for the rice that grows, for the community that endures. It's a ritual as old as the terraces themselves, a thread of connection to a world unseen but deeply felt. And in response, the mountain offers its own gift, a profound and sacred silence. It's not an empty silence, but one that is full, eternal, and wise. In Tiskit, you feel the presence of something immense. You realize you are standing in a place that is more than just a stunning landscape. It is a living spirit. It has watched over countless generations, holding their memories in its stony heart. It has seen joy and sorrow, famine and feast. It has forgiven the transgressions of time and continues to provide. This mountain is a silent witness, a guardian, a source of profound spiritual power. You're not just an observer here, you are a guest in a sacred home. Standing there under the vast, star-filled sky, you begin to understand that Banaue's true power isn't just in its visual splendor. It's in this feeling of being part of something ancient and ongoing. It's the humbling realization that your own life is just a brief moment in the long, unfolding story of this place. The spirit of the mountain isn't a myth. It's a palpable presence, an energy you feel in the cool night air and the deep, resonant silence. It's a feeling of being watched over, remembered, and ultimately, a part of the whole. It would be easy to look at the Banaue Rice Terraces and see only the past, to see them as a relic, a monument to a bygone era of incredible human achievement. But to do so would be to miss the point entirely. Because Banaue is not a museum. It's not about what was. It is profoundly, vibrantly about what asterisk is asterisk. It is about the rhythm of life itself, happening right now, in this very moment. Think about the hands that tend these fields. They are the same hands, in essence, that first carved these terraces from the raw mountainside to millennia ago. The knowledge has been passed down, mother to daughter, father to son. The delicate process of planting the rice seedlings, the backbreaking work of weeding the paddies, the communal joy of the harvest. This is not history. This is the daily, seasonal pulse of Ifugao life. It's a living bond between human effort and the heart of the earth, a partnership renewed with every single sunrise. As the first light of dawn spills over the mountain peaks, the world awakens. The mist that has settled in the valleys overnight begins to burn away, revealing the terraces once more. They seem to glow from within, ready for another cycle of life. A farmer, tool in hand, makes their way along a narrow path. The sound of water begins its song again. The eternal harvest is not just about reaping rice. It's about the continuous cycle of planting, growing, and reaping life itself. It's about sustenance, not just for the body, but for the soul and the community. Our world is changing at a dizzying pace. Cities rise, technologies advance, and so much of our connection to the natural world is severed. But here, Banaue endures. It stands as a timeless reminder of a different way of being. It is Patian, watching the frantic world change around it, yet remaining true to its own rhythm. It is alive, breathing with the seasons, its green heart beating steadily. As long as the rains come and the rivers flow, as long as hands are willing to work the soil, these mountains will continue to whisper their fundamental truth. A truth we all need to hear. We are not separate from the earth. We are a part of it. We are one. In a world that rushes ever forward, There exists a place where time seems to stand still, a place where the very mountains breathe, and the earth itself remembers. Hidden deep in the heart of the Philippines, nestled beneath a delicate veil of morning mist, lies a wonder not carved by kings or machines, but sculpted by the hands of ordinary people. These hands were guided by an extraordinary spirit, infinite patience, and a profound love for the land. This is the story of the Banaue Rice Terraces, a living monument older than memory, older even than some of the world's greatest empires. Take a lit to Stairway to Heaven. And tonight, we will embark on a journey to climb it. We'll move slowly, deliberately, stepping not just on earth and stone, but through time, through spirit, and through the very story of humanity itself. Welcome to Banaue, a place where the earth still whispers to us in the ancient language of the soul. High in the Cordillera Mountains, the world seems to float. It is as a surreal landscape where clouds drift lazily between green stairways that appear to rise endlessly toward the heavens. Each terrace, flooded with water, acts as a perfect mirror of the sky above, creating a breathtaking mosaic of heaven on earth. For the people who live here, the land isn't something to be owned or conquered. They see it as a living, breathing entity, one that listens, responds, and gives life. This relationship isn't one of dominion. It's one of deep, mutual respect. The architects of this marvel are the Ifugao people. To call them just farmers would be an understatement. They are brilliant artists, ingenious engineers, and profound philosophers, all rolled into one. Imagine, without the aid of steel or modern tools, they reshaped an entire mountain range. Their rulers weren't made of wood or metal, but were passed down through generations in memory and song. They didn't build for wealth or for glory, but for something far more fundamental: survival. They built out of love for their land and for each other. Every single stone they carefully placed was a silent promise, a covenant with the earth. We will care for you, as you have always cared for us. This construction is a masterpiece of sustainable engineering. The terraces are designed with an intricate irrigation system that channels water from the mountaintop rainforests, flowing down from one level to the next. It's a system powered by gravity, a delicate dance of water and earth that has been sustained for 2 millennia. This isn't just farming. It's a sacred ritual, a cycle of life that connects the Ifugao to their ancestors and to the future. Each planting season begins with a ceremony, a prayer to the spirits of the land, asking for their blessing. The harvest is a celebration, a time of thanks for the bounty the earth has provided. But this stairway to heaven is more than just a source of sustenance. It's the very soul of the Ifugao culture. It's woven into their myths, their songs, and their daily lives. The terraces are a library of their history, with each level telling a story of a generation that toiled, loved, and lived upon it. For the Ifugao, to walk these terraces is to walk alongside their ancestors. The spirits of those who came before are believed to linger here, watching over their descendants, ensuring the traditions are kept alive. The bond is so strong that the identity of the people is inseparable from the landscape they inhabit. As you stand here, surrounded by the sheer scale and beauty of it all, a profound sense of peace washes over you. The air is clean, filled with the scent of damp earth and growing things. The only sounds are the gentle trickle of water, the whisper of the wind through the rice paddies, and the distant calls of birds. It's a symphony of nature that quiets the noise of the modern world. In Tiskyit, you begin to understand something fundamental. You understand that humanity's greatest achievements are not always the loudest or the largest. Sometimes, they are the ones built with patience, in harmony with nature, and with a love that spans generations. The Banaue Rice Terraces are a testament to what we can achieve when we work with the earth, not against it. They are a powerful reminder that our connection to the land is not just physical, but spiritual. It's a connection we have, in many parts of the world, forgotten. Here, that connection is alive and vibrant. It teaches us that progress doesn't have to mean destruction. It can mean preservation, harmony, and the continuation of a legacy. However, this ancient wonder faces modern challenges. Climate change alters rainfall patterns. Younger generations are drawn to cities, and the meticulous, labor-intensive work of maintaining the terraces is becoming a fading art. Preserving this UNESCO World Heritage Site is not just about protecting a beautiful landscape. It's about safeguarding a culture, a unique body of knowledge, and a way of life that holds valuable lessons for all of us. Organizations and the Ifugao people themselves are working tirelessly to ensure this legacy endures, finding ways to blend tradition with the needs of the 21st century. So, as we conclude our journey, we look out one last time at the green steps ascending into the clouds. The Banaue Rice Terraces are more than just a tourist destination. They are a pilgrimage site for the soul. They challenge us to think about our own relationship with the world around us. What are we building? What legacy will we leave behind? Will it be one of harmony or discord? This stairway to heaven was built not to escape the earth, but to connect with it more deeply. It stands as a timeless monument to human ingenuity, resilience, and our capacity for love for family, for community, and for the living world that sustains us all. It's a story written in stone and water, a story that continues to unfold with every sunrise over these sacred mountains. Have you ever seen a staircase built for giants, reaching for the heavens? A monument so vast it's been called the eighth wonder of the world. But this isn't a story about ancient ruins or forgotten kings. This is a story about a people who sculpted the earth with their bare hands, guided by memory and fueled by a promise. A people known as the Ifugao. For over 2,000 years, the Ifugao have been the guardians of these mountains. They're not just farmers. They are poets of the soil, engineers of the earth, and keepers of a sacred trust. Long before modern tools, without steel or dynamite, they shaped an entire mountain range into a breathtaking amphitheater of life. How did they do it? They didn't measure with rulers, but with the wisdom passed down through generations. They didn't build for wealth or glory, but for something far more precious: survival and a profound love for the land and for each other. Every single stone they placed, every wall they erected, was a silent vow. We will care for you, Earth, just as you care for us. The story begins, as all great stories do, with a single seed. An Ifugao legend tells of a time when the world was young. A goddess descended from the sky and gifted them a single grain of rice. She whispered, "Protect this seed, for it holds the future. It'll feed your children for generations to come." From that one miraculous grain, an entire civilization bloomed. To honor that gift, the terraces were born. And with that single promise, the Ifugao people shaped their own destiny, turning a rugged mountain into a garden of abundance. This wasn't just agriculture, it was an act of faith, a collaboration between humanity and the divine. But what gives these terraces their vibrant, life-giving green? What is the secret that keeps them alive after 2 millennia? The answer flows down from the mountaintops. It's water, the lifeblood of the terraces. High above, in the misty cloud forests, ancient springs give birth to streams. This precious water is channeled through an intricate network of hidden canals, some carved from stone, others fashioned from bamboo. It's a complex irrigation system, a masterpiece of hydraulic engineering built entirely from memory. The water twists and turns, flowing from one terrace to the next, singing a soft, constant song as it travels. If you listen closely at night, you can hear it, the sound of running water, a gentle lullaby that is the very heartbeat of the mountain. The connection between the Ifugao and their land is deeper than just soil and water. It's spiritual. Before the first rays of sunlight kiss the terraces, a sacred ritual begins. The elders of the community gather, their voices rising with the morning mist. They sing the ancient chants, songs that call to the spirits who guard the fields and ensure a bountiful harvest. These songs are not written down in books. They are living heirlooms, carried in memory and passed from one voice to the next, from parent to child. Each note, each word, is a bridge connecting the living to their ancestors, the present to the distant past. Here in Banaue, music is not a performance. It is prayer. It is the language of the soul speaking directly to the earth. Imagine the work. Every terrace wall, every irrigation channel, every single stone was placed by hand. Think of the hands that built this. Hands weathered by relentless sun and chilling rain. Hands strengthened by the rhythm of planting and harvesting, season after season, for thousands of years. If you look at the hands of an Ifugao elder today, you can read the history of that people in the lines and calluses. Each scar tells a story of patience, of resilience, of an unbreakable bond with the land. These are the hands of the earth, the hands that have sustained a nation and built a wonder that continues to humble the world. Today, the terraces face new challenges: climate change, modern pressures, and a younger generation seeking life in the cities, all threaten this ancient way of life. The intricate dance between people and nature is becoming more difficult to maintain. Yet, the spirit of the Ifugao endures. They are fighting to preserve their heritage, not as a museum piece, but as a living, breathing culture. They are sharing their knowledge, adapting their traditions, and inviting the world to understand the profound wisdom embedded in these green steps to the sky. Visiting the Banaue Rice Terraces is more than just a sightseeing trip. It is a journey into the heart of a people who teach us that the most enduring monuments are not built of stone and steel, but of community, respect, and a deep, abiding love for the earth. The story of the Ifugao is a powerful reminder. In a world of fast technology and disposable culture, they show us the value of patience, the strength of tradition, and the beauty of living in harmony with nature. Their legacy, carved into the very bones of the Cordillera Mountains, is a message for all of us, that we are all builders, and the world we shape is the world we leave behind. The question is, what promises will we make to the earth? What seeds will we plant for the generations to come? There's a place that seems to defy time, a place where the earth itself has risen to meet the heavens. This is the land of the Banaue Rice Terraces, a living monument carved from the mountains, sculpted with patience, devotion, in the hands of generations long past. Stretching back over 2,000 years, these terraces are so much more than just agricultural fields. They are stairways to the sky, steps that rise, layer by layer, in a breathtaking ascent. Each terrace is a mirror of the clouds, reflecting sunlight in brilliant shades of gold and green, bending light and shadow in a way that transforms the entire landscape into a masterpiece of living art. To walk here is to walk through time itself. The air is heavy with the scent of wet earth and the mist that clings to the mountains at dawn. You can feel the history in every stone wall, in every channel of water. You can almost hear the echoes of countless ancestors who toiled under the sun and moon, shaping these slopes without any modern tools. It was a labor of love, a testament to endurance, and a profound act of faith. The Ifugao people, who call this land home, refer to the terraces as asterisk. Peo asterisk, dash the fields of life. For them, rice isn't just sustenance, it's sacred. It is the very heartbeat of their civilization, a living link connecting the earth to the spirit world. Every planting, every harvest, every drop of water guided through the canals is a prayer, a ritual, a song sung to the gods, to the ancestors, and to the mountains themselves. Ancient legends tell of the first seeds of rice being gifted by a sky goddess to the people of these highlands. She entrusted them with the knowledge of cultivation, of harmony with the land, of patience and reverence. From that single gift, the terraces grew slowly, deliberately, with each new layer serving as a testament to generations who understood that the mountain is not something to be conquered, but something to be listened to. The architecture of these terraces is nothing short of miraculous. The walls are built from stones, carried and arranged by hand without any mortars, rising like ancient fortresses across the slopes. Intricate channels of water, drawn from mountain streams and forest springs, weave through the terraces in a silent, life-giving symphony. They irrigate the fields, sustain the soil, and maintain the fragile balance of this unique highland ecosystem. The water flows gently, reflecting the clouds above and the sunlight below, creating patterns that seem almost otherworldly. As dawn breaks, the terraces awaken. Mist swirls around the stone walls and the green paddies. Birds begin to stir, singing their first songs of the day, and the mountains exhale slowly, like a living being breathing after a long, deep sleep. Villagers emerge from their traditional wooden homes, often perched right on the terraces. Their movements are measured, almost ritualistic, because here, every action is deeply connected to the cycles of the earth, the rain, the sun, the moon, and the stars. During the planting season, the work begins in silence. Then, The elders begin to sing. Their low, haunting chants rise and mingle with the mist, calling upon the spirits of the ancestors, asking for guidance, protection, and a bountiful harvest. You can see the women planting seedlings in a precise, hypnotic rhythm, their hands moving as if in a silent conversation with the soil itself. Men carry bamboo containers of water, pouring it carefully into the terraces, guiding its flow along channels built centuries ago. Every movement, every sound, is a prayer. These terraces are truly alive with energy. The walls and channels aren't just functional. They are vessels of memory. Each stone, placed by hand, carries the weight of a story, a sacrifice, a lesson passed down through generations. To the Ifugao, the terraces are a living library, a record of their resilience, their ingenuity, and their deep understanding of nature's rhythms. But the story of Banaue isn't just about human achievement. The mountains themselves are central characters. The winds sweep across the slopes, shaping the terraces just as surely as the hands of the people. The rain falls, sometimes softly, sometimes with fury, and the terraces absorb, channel, and reflect it. The mist rises in the morning, shrouding the fields in mystery, and as the sun climbs higher, it burns Hawaii, revealing a world sculpted in emerald and stone. At midday, the terraces gleam. The sun reflects off the water-filled paddies, and the mountains seem to glow from within. Life here is a partnership. The people give their labor, their songs, their reverence. In return, the mountain gives them life. It's a balance, a harmony that has been sustained for millennia. When harvest time arrives, the terraces transform into a sea of gold. The air fills with a different kind of energy, one of celebration and gratitude. Families work together, cutting the rice stalks by hand with small, curved blades. The sound of their laughter and conversation echoes across the valleys. The harvest is a communal affair, a time to share stories, strengthen bonds, and give thanks for the blessings of the land. The harvested rice is then dried on wooden racks and stored in traditional granaries, which are elevated on posts to protect the precious grain. These granaries, with their distinctive thatched roofs, are just as much a part of the landscape as the terraces themselves. They stand as symbols of foresight and provision, ensuring that the community will have sustenance until the next harvest. As the day ends and the sun begins to set, the terraces undergo one final, breathtaking transformation. The sky blazes with orange, pink, and purple, and these colors are mirrored in the water of the paddies. The mountains become silhouettes against the fading light, and a profound sense of peace settles over the land. The world grows quiet, save for the gentle chirping of crickets and the distant murmur of a mountain stream. This is a time for reflection, a time to sit and watch the stars appear, one by one, in the vast, clear sky. In this moment, it's easy to understand why the Ifugao people feel so deeply connected to this place. The terraces are more than just their livelihood. They are their identity, their history, and their future, all woven into the very fabric of the mountains. The Banaue Rice Terraces are a powerful reminder of what humanity is capable of. When we work in harmony with nature, they are a testament to the idea that with patience, respect, and a deep understanding of our environment, we can create something not only sustainable but also profoundly beautiful. It's a lesson that feels more relevant today than ever before. This incredible landscape, often called the eighth wonder of the world, is a treasure that belongs to all of humanity. It's a place that asks us to slow down, to look closer, and to listen to the ancient stories whispered by the wind and the water. It's a journey not just across a physical landscape, but into the heart of a culture that has kept its soul intact for over 2,000 years. High in the Cordillera Mountains of the Philippines, where the clouds linger like whispered secrets, there exists a place that defies time. A place where the earth itself seems to have risen to meet the heavens. This is the land of the Banaue Rice Terraces, a living monument carved from the mountains, sculpted with patience, devotion, and the hands of generations long past. Stretching over 2,000 years in age, these terraces are not mere agricultural fields. They are stairways, steps that rise, layer by layer, toward the sky. Each terrace is a mirror of the clouds, reflecting sunlight in gold and green, bending light and shadow in ways that transform the mountains into living art. To walk here is to walk through time. The air is heavy with the scent of wet earth and the mist that clings to the mountains at dawn. Each stone wall, each channel of water, holds the memory of countless ancestors who toiled under the sun and moon, shaping these slopes without the help of modern tools. It was a labor of love, endurance, and faith. The Ifugao people, who call this land home, speak of the terraces as **, the fields of life. To them, rice is more than sustenance. It is sacred. It is the heartbeat of their civilization, a living link between the earth and the spirit world. Every planting, every harvest, every canal of water is a prayer, a ritual, a song sung to the gods, to the ancestors, and to the mountains themselves. The terraces grew, slowly, deliberately, each layer a testament to generations who understood that the mountain is not to be conquered, but listened to. The architecture of the terraces is nothing short of miraculous. Walls built from stones, carried and arranged without mortar, rise like ancient fortresses across the slopes. Channels of water, drawn from mountain streams and forest springs, weave through the terraces in a silent symphony. They irrigate the fields, sustain the soil, and balance the fragile ecosystem of this highland world. The water flows gently, reflecting the clouds above and the sunlight below, creating patterns that seem almost otherworldly. As dawn breaks, the terraces awaken. Mist swirls around the stone walls and green paddies. Birds stir, singing their first songs, and the mountains exhale slowly, like a living being breathing after a long sleep. Villagers emerge from their wooden homes perched on the terraces. Their movements are measured, almost ritualistic. For here, every action is connected to the cycles of the earth. The rain, the sun, the moon, the stars. In planting season, the work begins with silence. Then the elders sing. Low, haunting chants rise and mingle with the mist. They call upon the spirits of the ancestors, asking for guidance, protection, and a bountiful harvest. Women plant seedlings in precise rhythm, their hands moving as if in conversation with the soil itself. Men carry bamboo baskets of water, pouring it carefully into the terraces, guiding it along channels built centuries ago. Every movement, every sound is a prayer. The terraces are alive with energy. The walls and channels are not only functional, they are vessels of memory. Each stone placed by hand carries the weight of a story, a sacrifice, a lesson passed down through generations. To Ifugao, the terraces are a living testament, a record of resilience, ingenuity, and deep understanding of nature's rhythms. But Banaue is not just about human achievement. The mountains themselves are characters in this story. Winds sweep across the slopes, shaping the terraces as surely as the hands of men. Rain falls softly or with fury, and the terraces absorb, channel, and reflect it. Mist rises in the morning, shrouding the fields in mystery, and as the sun climbs, it boons Hawaii, revealing a world sculpted in emerald and stone. At midday, the terraces gleam. The sun reflects off the water-filled paddies, and the mountains seem to glow from within. The rice sways gently in the wind, whispering stories of ancestors and spirits to anyone who listens. The harmony between human hands and nature is palpable, a silent dialogue that has persisted for millennia. As the day fades, villagers take moments of pause. Children run barefoot along the terraces, their laughter echoing against stone walls. The elders sit quietly, watching the sun sink behind distant peaks, their faces etched with lines of wisdom and time. The terraces are more than food, more than livelihood. They are a way of life, a spiritual connection, a living memory. When night comes, the terraces change once again. Shadows lengthen, and the mountains become dark, silent sentinels. The water reflects the moon and stars, creating a mirror of the heavens above. In these moments, the terraces seem to float between worlds, between earth and sky, past and present, human and divine. Legends speak of spirits that walk the terraces at night, of ancestors who still watch over the people and the land. Some say the terraces themselves have consciousness, a memory encoded in stone and water. It is impossible to know for sure. But when you stand here, in the quiet, watching the mist swirl around the mountains, it feels true. The terraces are alive. This is only the beginning of the story. The terraces have endured storms, earthquakes, and the passage of time. They have witnessed centuries of human life, births, deaths, celebrations, and mourning. They have survived because the people who built them understood something the modern world often forgets: that life is not about conquering nature, but listening to it, respecting Eden, and working with it. And so, the terraces remain a living bridge between earth and sky, a testimony to human ingenuity, devotion, and harmony. They rise, step by step, into the clouds, waiting silently for the next generation to walk their paths, to plant, to harvest, to listen. For those who come here today, the terraces offer a glimpse of something eternal. They are more than a wonder of the world. They are a reminder that humanity, when guided by patience, wisdom, and reverence, can create beauty that lasts millennia. The stairways of the sky are only the beginning. Tomorrow, we will follow the flow of water, the rhythm of life, and the songs of the ancestors as we continue this journey through the living wonder of Banaue, glowing golden under the sun. Have you ever seen a place that feels like it has been touched by the hands of giants? A staircase climbing towards the heavens, carved into the very heart of the mountains. These aren't just fields. They're an epic poem written in earth and water, a living monument to human ingenuity and a spirit that refuses to fade. Scene shifts to close-ups of villagers harvesting rice, their faces filled with a mix of concentration and joy. When harvest season arrives, Banaue transforms. The mountains seem to melt into liquid gold, shimmering under the tropical sun. This isn't just work, it's a celebration, a symphony of community. The sound of laughter echoes through the valleys, mixing with the rhythmic swish of scythes, cutting through stalks of rice. You'll see children, their bare feet caked in mud, weaving through the golden fields. With an infectious energy, their happiness as abundant as the harvest itself. The air is thick with a sense of pure, unadulterated joy. It's a feeling you can almost taste, a testament to a life deeply connected to the land. Focus on a villager carefully placing a handful of rice on a small, simple altar. The baskets, woven from local grasses, overflow with the precious grains. Here, rice is more than just food. It's the very symbol of life, of unity, and of a sacred bond between the people and their world. Before a single grain is cooked for the family, a ritual as old as the terraces themselves takes place. The first handful of the harvest is offered to the spirits of the land and the ancestors. It's a humble gesture of gratitude, a quiet thank you for the bounty the earth has provided. Only after this offering is made, after the spiritual guardians are honored, can the living partake in the feast. This act beautifully illustrates a worldview where humanity doesn't dominate nature, but coexists with it in a state of mutual respect. Camera pans up from the terraces to the lush, dense forest crowning the mountains. Look above the highest steps of this green staircase, and you'll find the secret to its survival. This is the mythical, the sacred, ancestral forest. Tode Ifugao. This forest is untouchable. A holy sanctuary. It's not just a collection of trees. It's the lifeblood of the entire ecosystem. The mythical acts like a giant sponge, capturing the monsoon rains and holding the springs that trickle down, channel by channel, to feed every single terrace below. The people here have always understood a profound truth. To cut down the forest is to bleed the land dry, to wound the very source of their existence. Shots of villagers walking through the forest, showing a deep reverence for the environment. This is why they protect it so fiercely. The guardians of the forest are the people themselves. Generations have passed down the knowledge that the terraces cannot survive without the trees that stand watch above them. This intricate, self-sustaining system of irrigation is a marvel of ancient engineering, powered entirely by gravity, and a deep ecological wisdom. It is a powerful reminder that the most advanced technology is sometimes the one that works in perfect harmony with nature. A lesson passed down not in textbooks, but in the whisper of the wind through the leaves and the flow of water through the soil. Juxtaposition of traditional life with modern elements. A cell tower near a traditional hut. Tourists taking photos. A young person on a smartphone. But even in this timeless landscape, the steady hum of the 21st century grows louder. Modern life, with its promises and pressures, is creeping closer each year. You can see it in the electric wires stretching across valleys, the cell towers rising like strange new trees against the skyline, and the daily influx of tourists with their cameras, eager to capture a piece of this magic. The pool of the cities, with opportunities for education and different kinds of work, is strong. Many of the young leave, and few find their way back to the demanding life of a rice farmer. Long, lingering shots of terraces that are slightly overgrown, showing signs of neglect. As the elders watch, their hands now frail. Some of the terraces have begun to grow wild, their intricate walls slowly crumbling, their watery mirrors clouded with weeds. A silence is falling over parts of the mountains. A silence that speaks of empty fields and forgotten paths. You can feel a sense of fragility, a fear that this 2,000-year-old masterpiece could be lost. Not to a cataclysm, but to the slow, quiet erosion of a changing world. It's a story happening all over our planet, where ancient traditions face the relentless march of modernity. Scene shifts to a more hopeful tone. Young Ifugao people working to repair a terrace wall, learning from an elder. But listen closely. Beneath the silence, there is a whisper of hope, and it's growing stronger. A new generation is hearing the call of their ancestral home. They are returning, not out of obligation, but out of a renewed sense of identity and pride. They come with new knowledge, but also with a deep desire to learn the old ways. You can see them now, working alongside their grandparents, rebuilding the stone walls, clearing the overgrown patties, and rediscovering the profound satisfaction of connecting with their heritage. They are breathing new life into what was nearly lost. Focus on the women of Banaue, of all ages, working in the fields. Their hands are shown in close-up, planting seedlings. And at the heart of this resilience, you will always find the women of Banaue. In every field, in every season, their presence is the constant, driving force. Look closely, and you'll see their hands, strong and gentle, deep in the rich soil. Planting not just rice, but dreams for tomorrow. They carry heavy baskets of seedlings on their heads with an effortless grace. Their songs and lullabies to the land a constant prayer for a good harvest. They are the living libraries, holding the knowledge of centuries in their hearts and minds. Slow-motion shots of women smiling, teaching younger girls, their faces radiating strength and endurance. Without them, the terraces would fall silent. They are the ones who select the seeds, who know the precise time to plant, who understand the subtle language of the water and the soil. They are the pulse of Banaue Pashen, enduring and, in their spirit, eternal. They are the weavers of the community's fabric, the keepers of the flame, ensuring that the story of the Ifugao and their stairway to the sky continues to be told for generations to come. This incredible landscape is their legacy, and their enduring strength is its greatest hope. Listen. Can you hear that? The rain gently falling on the leaves. The wind brushing against the stalks of rice. The distant laughter of children echoing from the valleys. This isn't just noise. This is the sound of life pure, unbroken, and infinite. This is the sound of Banaue. We're going to a place where the landscape itself tells a story. A place carved by hand and heart over the millennia. This is a story of the Banaue Rice Terraces in the Philippines. But it's not just about stunning views, it's a story about the people who are its soul, the traditions that are its heartbeat, and the powerful message it holds for all of us. So, take a deep breath, and let's step into a world where humanity and nature exist in perfect harmony. Imagine standing on the edge of the world, looking out over a sea of green steppes climbing towards the sky. These are the Banaue Rice Terraces, often called the eighth wonder of the world. But to call them just a wonder feels incomplete. They are more than that. They're a living testament to human ingenuity. A colossal agricultural masterpiece sculpted into the mountains of If. For 2,000 years, these terraces have been fed by ancient irrigation systems, channeling water from the rainforests above. They aren't just fields. They are a complex, breathing ecosystem, a library of ancestral knowledge written in earth and stone. When you stand here, you're not just a spectator. You are a witness to a legacy that has endured empires, wars, and the relentless march of time. But who are the authors of this epic story? Look closer. In every field, in every patch of vibrant green, you'll see the women of Banaue with their hands deep in the rich soil. They are not just planting rice. They are planting dreams for tomorrow. You'll see them carrying heavy baskets of seedlings on their heads, their steps steady and sure on the narrow earthen walls. You'll hear them singing soft lullabies to the land, their voices weaving into the fabric of the landscape. These women are the keepers of knowledge passed down through countless generations. They know the secrets of the seasons, the language of the soil, and the rhythms of the moon. Without their strength, their patience, and their wisdom, these terraces would fall silent. They are the true pulse of Banaue, enduring and utterly eternal. And life here is not just about toil. It's about celebration. Every year, the mountains come alive with the sounds of the Mbaya festival. This isn't a performance put on for tourists. This is the raw, authentic heartbeat of the Ifugao people. It is a profound feast of gratitude, a vibrant thank you to the gods and the ancestors for a bountiful harvest. You see the community gather, dressed in brilliant, hand-woven traditional robes. They dance with a power and grace that tells stories of their history. They carry magnificent wooden carvings, symbols of their identity, and share homemade rice wine from a single wooden cup, a gesture of unity and fellowship. The Mbaya festival is a powerful declaration of survival, a joyous celebration of a culture that refuses to be forgotten. It's a moment where the past and present dance together under the vast mountain sky. Step inside an Ifugao home, and you'll feel a presence watching over you. In the corners, you might find small, intricately carved wooden statues. These are the Bulao. It's easy to mistake them for mere decorations or idols, but they're so much more. They are protectors, guardians of the family and the harvest. Each Bulal is carved with immense care and respect from a single piece of narrow wood, and its creation is steeped in ritual. It's believed that a spirit resides within the carving, awakened through a special ceremony involving chants and offerings. These figures are not just objects. They are members of the family, handed down from one generation to the next. To touch a Bulal is to connect with the very essence of the Ifugao. People, their beliefs, their fears, and their hopes. It's a tangible link to the spiritual world that surrounds them. If these terraces could speak, what stories would they tell? What message would they whisper to our modern world? Perhaps they would say, "Do not forget the hands that built me, the calloused palms, and the determined spirits who shaped me from the stone." Or maybe they would remind, "US, remember that true? Lasting beauty is born from balance, not from conquest. It comes from working with nature, not against it." The Banaue Rice Terraces are more than just a breathtaking sight. They are a letter from the past, carefully preserved and addressed to the future of humanity. They ask us to consider our own relationship with the earth, to question what legacy we are building, and what we will leave behind for the generations that follow us. As we stand here, amidst this quiet grandeur, let's listen again. That sound of rain on the leaves, the wind rustling the rice stalks, the laughter of children playing freely in the valleys. This is the symphony of Banaue. It's a sound that has played for centuries, a melody of life that is pure, unbroken, and infinite. It reminds us that in a world that is constantly rushing, constantly changing, there are places where time moves differently, places where the connection between land, spirit, and people remains sacred and strong. The echoes of Banaue are a reminder that the most profound things in life are often the simplest. The earth beneath our feet, the community that holds us, and the enduring power of the human spirit. The future of the Banaue Rice Terraces is a story still being written. It faces challenge the pull of modernization, a changing climate, and the lure of city life for the younger generations. But the spirit of the Ifugao people is resilient. They are finding new ways to preserve their heritage, blending ancient traditions with modern opportunities, inviting the world to learn from them, not just look at them. By supporting their communities, by visiting with respect, and by sharing their story, we can all become a part of this living legacy. We can help ensure that the whispers of Banaue do not fade into silence, but continue to echo for centuries to come. When a thick fog rolls across the Banaue Rice Terraces, it feels like stepping into another world. A world where the past isn't just a memory, but a living presence. The local people, the Ifugao, say that in these mists, the spirits of their ancestors come to walk. They move silently among the emerald fields, their whispers carried on the wind, rustling through the stalks of rice. It's a powerful, almost tangible feeling, as if the mountains themselves are breathing, holding ancient secrets within their stony hearts. These mountains are steeped in legend, old stories passed down from one generation to the next, speak of gods who descended from the heavens long ago. They didn't come as distant, powerful beings, but as teachers, showing the first people how to carve a life from the steep slopes, how to live in harmony with the earth, the sky, and the water. It was a lesson in balance, a pact between humanity and nature that has endured for millennia. One of the most captivating tales is that of a giant. They say that in the dawn of time, a colossal being strode across this land. With his immense hands, he scooped and molded the earth, shaping the very first terraces. It's a beautiful image, isn't it? The idea that these magnificent structures, which look like stairways to the sky, were born from such a mythical act of creation. It gives the landscape a sense of grandeur that goes beyond its physical beauty. Then there's the story of a powerful river spirit. This benevolent spirit, they say, dwelled in the waters that flowed down from the highest peaks. She saw the hard work of the people and was moved by their dedication. So she blessed them with a promise. As long as they respected the land, as long as they treated the rivers and forests with care, their harvests would be eternal, their fields would never run dry, and their families would never go hungry. This wasn't just a gift. It was a sacred responsibility. And that's the key. These legends aren't just fantastical bedtime stories. They are the cultural bedrock of the Ifugao people. They are embedded in their daily lives, in every song they sing, every ritual they perform, and most importantly, in every single grain of rice that nourishes a family. When you see a farmer tending to their plot, they aren't just working the soil. They are honoring that ancient pact. They are tending to a legacy. The mist might obscure the view, but in many ways, it reveals the true soul of Banaue. A place where the spiritual and the physical worlds are woven together as intricately as the terraces themselves. The Banaue Rice Terraces are more than just a static monument. They are a living, breathing calendar, marking the passage of time through the rhythm of the seasons. Their appearance transforms dramatically throughout the year, each phase telling a different part of an ancient story. It all begins with a planting season. After a period of rest, the terraces are once again flooded with water. They become a breathtaking mosaic of mirrors, reflecting the vast, open sky under the warm sun. They shimmer like 1,000 scattered jewels. Then, the young rice seedlings are carefully transplanted by hand, one by one. As they take root and grow, the landscape gradually sheds its watery sheen and cloaks itself in a vibrant, almost electric green. The fields look soft and lush, a verdant carpet draped over the contours of the mountains. This is a time of hope, of new beginnings, of life bursting forth. As the months pass, the green deepens, and then a magical transformation begins. The fields start to blush with gold. What was once a landscape of pure green now becomes a tapestry of amber, ochre, and warm honey tones. This is the harvest season. The terraces glow, especially during sunrise and sunset, as if lit from within. The air is filled with a sense of anticipation and gratitude. The rice stalks, heavy with grain, sway gently in the breeze, a symbol of nature's abundance and the community's hard work coming to fruition. After the golden harvest is gathered, the cycle prepares to begin anew. The water is drained from the paddies, and the terraces are left to rest. The exposed earth, rich and dark, lies fallow under the sky. This isn't a period of emptiness, but one of quiet renewal. The soil is resting, gathering its strength, preparing for the next planting. It's a time for reflection, for the earth to breathe out before it breathes in again. What's truly fascinating is how the Ifugao people navigate these cycles. Their guide isn't a clock or a digital calendar. They look to the heavens. They follow the phases of the moon and the positions of the stars to know when to plant, when to irrigate, and when to harvest. Time here isn't a straight line, rushing from past to future. It's circular. It moves like the breath of the earth, a continuous, eternal rhythm of life, death, and rebirth. In Banaue, you don't just observe the seasons. You feel them. You become part of this endless, beautiful cycle. If you stand quietly in the valleys of Banaue, you might hear something carried on the wind. It's a sound that seems to rise from the earth itself. The songs of the Ifugao people. These aren't just tunes. They are oral histories, prayers, and lullabies, all in one. Each village, each community, nestled in the folds of these mountains, has its own unique collection of songs. They are soft, slow, and hypnotic chants that tell the story of a people deeply connected to their land and their heritage. These songs are like living libraries, preserving the collective memory of the Ifugao. They sing of beginnings of the first grain of rice ever planted, a gift that secured their future. They sing of the first rain that fell to nourish the fields, a blessing from the skies. They even sing of the first love, a universal human experience shared under the watchful eyes of these ancient mountains. The melodies are simple, yet they carry a profound emotional weight. They rise and fall with a gentle cadence, echoing the rolling landscape around them. When the community gathers, whether for a harvest festival, a wedding, or a ritual to appease the spirits, these songs fill the air. They are often sung in a call and response style, a vocal tapestry woven by the voices of elders and youth alike. As the chants echo across the valleys, they seem to become part of the environment itself. The wind catches the notes, carrying them over the terrace slopes until they fade softly into the distant peaks. It feels as if the mountains themselves are listening, absorbing these stories into their very core. To listen to these songs is to experience a form of time travel. You're not just hearing a melody, you are hearing the heartbeat of a civilization that is older than many of the world's great empires. The language, the inflections, the stories, they connect you directly to the ancestors who first sang them thousands of years ago. You can hear the joy of a bountiful harvest, the sorrow of a loss, and the enduring hope of a people who have thrived in this challenging, yet beautiful, environment. It's an incredibly intimate and moving experience. It reminds you that culture is not just something you see in a museum. It's a living, breathing force. And in Banaue, it is carried on the melody of a song. The spirit of Banaue isn't just found in its epic landscapes or ancient chants. It lives within the community, in a concept the Ifugao call bayanahan. This is a beautiful word that embodies the spirit of communal unity and cooperation. It's the idea that no one stands alone. The entire village works together as one big family, especially when it comes to the monumental task of maintaining the terraces. Imagine the work involved. These are not fields plowed by machines. Every stone in the retaining walls, some of which are taller than a person, was carried and placed by hand. The irrigation canals, which cleverly channel water from mountain streams down through the terraces, require constant upkeep. A single person, or even a single family, couldn't possibly manage this alone. This is where bayanahan comes to life. When a section of a terrace wall collapses after heavy rains, the call goes out. Neighbors don't wait to be asked. They simply show up. Men, women, and even older children arrive, ready to work. They form human chains to pass heavy stones up the steep slopes. They work together to dig out mud and reinforce the foundations. There's a rhythm to their work, a shared understanding that this isn't just about helping a neighbor fix their plot. It's about preserving the entire system that sustains them all. If one terrace fails, it can affect all the ones below it. This spirit extends to planting and harvesting too. These are immense, labor-intensive tasks. Families take turns helping each other, moving from one plot to the next until every single seedling is planted or every stalk of rice is harvested. The fields become a lively social hub. People share food, stories, and laughter while they work. It turns what could be grueling labor into a joyful, communal event. This collective effort strengthens their bonds and ensures that knowledge is passed down. The younger generation learns by doing, working alongside their elders, absorbing the techniques and the values that have kept this culture alive. Bayanahan is the invisible architecture that holds the terraces together, just as much as the stone walls. It's a social technology, perfected over centuries, that allows the community to achieve incredible feats. It is a powerful lesson for the modern world. Reminder that our greatest strength lies in our ability to come together, to share the burden, and to work for the good of all. In Banaue, you can see this philosophy in action every single day. It's the true foundation upon which these stairways to the sky are built. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey to the heart of the Philippines. If this story moved you, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the incredible cultures that shape our world. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring.